He was a youth counselor working with West Michigan's most vulnerable immigrants, children and teens who crossed the southern border without parents or guardians.
Tonight, the now former counselor at Bethany Christian Services is charged with sexually assaulting one of the teens under the agency's care.
Tiger 8 investigator Susan Samples uncovered this case, which began in August, but has been kept quiet until now.
24-year-old Alfredo Ramos Kishin is charged with criminal sexual conduct. The former youth counselor, who's out on bond pending trial, was arrested in late August after the minor teen disclosed, quote, multiple instances in which Alfredo was physically touching him and making sexual advances, including during a visit to Ramos Kishin's Grand Rapids apartment. A GRPD detective wrote in a court record that Bethany Christian staff members said several youths in their care had reported inappropriate behavior from Alfredo Ramos Kishin during their time staying at the agency's Burton Street facility. The detective said that all involved subjects are males between the ages of 13 and 17 and are unaccompanied minors who are now being provided lodging and guardianship by Bethany Christian at various locations. Ramos Kishin's defense attorney said her client asserts his innocence and remains innocent unless he is proved guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. GRPD said it's only identified one alleged victim, though the detective on the case noted in a court document that Ramos Kishin was employed at the social service agency for 3 years, and there is a potential of hundreds of victims scattered across the country.
If somebody is in a vulnerable situation and somebody's in control of their life, their housing, their shelter, their protection, they're not likely going to complain against somebody involved in that system.
Teresa Hendricks, head of migrant legal aid in Grand Rapids, was troubled that Ramos Kishin was able to get his alleged victim alone, which the detective also made note of, writing that Alfredo transported minors alone on trips to other facilities in different cities and states. The alleged victim also revealed that when he'd arrived at Bethany 6 months earlier, he'd been warned by other participants about Ramos Kishin's getting close with the boys and being touchy with the young males.
The victims are well aware of what's happening, but the perpetrator is able to get away with doing it because their victims are too afraid to speak out.
The alleged victim told investigators he'd seen Alfredo try to hug and hold the hand of a 13-year-old resident, and he recognized the behavior because the same thing happened to him, and he was worried what was going to happen to the boy. The teen said when he threatened to reveal the alleged abuse, Ramos Kishin became upset and told him not to tell anyone, and said if he did, he wouldn't get a sponsor or be able to leave the program. GRPD also reported in 2015 there was a prior complaint against Ramos Kishin when he was a minor in the same refugee program. It was reported he had touched another resident's arm and thigh while in the program's transport van, and the victim told Alfredo to stop.
Court documents say Ramos Kishin came to the United States from Guatemala, and again, his attorney tells me he says he is innocent. Bethany Christian sent me a statement writing, "Our highest priority is the safety and well-being of children. While we cannot comment on active and ongoing investigations, we are committed to fully cooperating with the authorities." I reached out to state regulators who license Bethany Christian and the Federal Refugee Resettlement Office. Neither agency responded.